All right, so you think you look at that again? Look, if is everything looking in order regarding our contract and the 15-year agreement and assign the non-disclosure? That's all for the legal stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good to me.
All right. If your lawyers, if there's anything else, just identify my lawyers. I'll take care of it. But I think, and you signed the release, correct, for the appearance? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So we'll begin, and we'll be informal here about it. I am honored and privileged and just really super excited. Oh, super excited. I sound like a little kid. It's an honor to be doing this, and I know you haven't given many interviews in your life. Can you start out by telling me, why did you accept my? I mean, I wrote you about 12 letters, but you finally on the 12th talked to me. Why are you giving this interview? I mean, tell me why. And sir, could you look? Right here? Yeah, that's perfect. Not to tell a great filmmaker about filmmaking, but
because it started to get to me after a while.
What do you mean? What good?
I've always been conflicted about it, I guess, but I wasn't conscious of it until later, years later. At first I was just blown away by the chance, the opportunity, the challenge of making this film, and I went into it like it was a regular film, like another production of mine, not thinking too much about the long-term effects, what it would mean to society if it was ever discovered.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're referring to something.
The fake moon landing.
The rumor about the fake moon landing. You're saying is not a rumor or not is not an urban legend. You're saying it's true.
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't. I mean, I've heard it like anyone else has heard it, but you.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was fake.
Wait, okay. And I have written down, and I thought you agreed to talk about Barry Lyndon. You agreed to talk about The Killing, Clockwork Orange. I mean, we're going to cover all these films, and I hope we still can. But what you're telling me is this? Because I've never. I think it would make the news if you're telling me now for the first time. And why me? Why not CNN or?
Well, the rumors were true.
Okay. Okay, well, I obviously want to understand what the hell what you're talking about here. Okay, but why are you telling me? I'm a nobody.
The moon landings were fake.
Okay, and I want to hear what the hell. I'm sorry, what the hell you're saying. I don't know. Tell me how, what, when, where. I'd like to hear the story about this, but why are you telling me? And so that's the 15-year thing. So that makes sense now. That's why I can't release this for 15 years. That makes total sense now.
Yes.
Okay. Because you have a super big secret that you're basically using me to conceal and then release like a time bomb.
And my upcoming film, Eyes Wide Shut, is all about secrecy. It takes place in the sexual underground, but it's really about secrecy.
Okay. Well, before we even talk about the meta of secrecy, what the F's are like? Wait. Start from the beginning here. Can you start from the beginning?
Secrecy.
Okay, but let's take it back to the beginning. We didn't land on the moon, you're saying, and you fell.
No, we didn't land on the moon.
Okay, so I was born in 71.
Nobody landed.
I was born in 71. I didn't see that stuff anyway. So just how about you walk me through it? If you have, just indulge me here. We'll just do it quickly, or as quickly as we can. How did something like this start? Do you apply to an ad to film the moon landings?
No,
like what?
I was contacted by NASA.
Okay, when, where, why? I mean, what happened?
Before I started making 2001, so in the mid-'60s sometime.
After Kennedy said his thing, you're saying?
Well, considerably after then, yeah. And they had seen Dr. Strangelove, and I had originally requested use of the B-52 to film part of Dr. Strangelove, and they refused. But they were very impressed by the final.
Great film. I mean, great film.
It's one of my personal favorites. Yes,
Yeah.
they were very impressed by the look of
But
it.
they wouldn't let you use a B-52 that you asked for, right? You asked
No,
to
they
do
would
it.
not.
Why not? I mean, well then, so you have on Rocky. Was it Rocky?
It's just force of habit. I think they're just very secretive.
Okay, and
Keeping in with the theme of.
but yeah, even though they denied you there, you're saying, well, what? So when you're doing 2001, obviously that's the space movie. So you're saying when you're doing the space movie, they contacted you then? I mean, obviously there's a relationship between that.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so what happened?
And they were planning this fake moon landing. They wanted
But
it
why did they have to fake it? Why?
because it is impossible to get to the moon.
It's
If you ask any scientist, we
Okay.
couldn't do it. Okay. There's the Van Allen belt, which is it's impossible to get past.
Okay.
If you think of our space program and how many trips we have made since the alleged moon landing,
Right.
they stopped in 1972. What sense does that even make? That if we went there, what, 3 or 4 times between 69 and 72, and haven't gone since, nor has anyone else, not even the Russians. It's a little bit of a stretch of the imagination to think that we did. You know, why would we not go?
Or no
it's
other country.
impossible. Because it's impossible to go. The furthest anyone has ever been off this planet is about 400 miles.
Wow.
The moon is what? Several hundred
It's a
thousand,
quarter million.
Yes, miles away. It's just not possible. It wasn't possible in 1969, and it's not possible now.